Yeah, we're not.
Right. Welcome to the Communities and Streetpride Cabinet Member meeting. Any apologies?
Apologies to Councillor Up. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. No other apologies. Any declaration of interest? No. Minutes of the meeting held on the 31st of January. Are we okay with that? Yes, approve that. Then we've got one item, a very important item, changing refuse and recycling collections within the Mackworth and New Zealand Ward. I mean, I welcome this, and can I just give us a bit of background on that, please?
Sure, thank you. So we put together a report in regards to changing refuse and recycling collections within the Mackworth and New Zealand wards. So the purpose of the report is to seek approval to change refuse collections on a number of streets within that ward, which currently is on a weekly black bin collection, an opt-in fortnightly blue bin collection, and then an opt-in fortnightly brown bin collection. So we're looking to change that to move it back towards the kind of standard provision across the service. So that is a fortnightly black bin collection, a fortnightly blue bin, and then we'll keep the opt-in brown bin. So the purpose is also to increase the collection of dry recyclables, and that's in line with the waste strategy, and enable residents to positively contribute to recycling at home. So the recommendations set out within the report are to approve changing the refuse collections on a number of streets, and the streets are set out within paragraph 4.3 of the report. To approve the proposals for resident engagement, so the engagement is set out within 5.1, and that involves direct communication and engagement with residents at all of the affected properties. And that covers changing the collection arrangements, but also education and communication around the recycling and how to use the bins. So also then to delegate to the Director of Communities in consultation with the Cabinet member the authority to implement them two recommendations. So within the report, there's a number of reasons and supporting information outlined. Picking up on kind of a few key points there. There's 8 streets within the wards that we're looking at. So that's 498 properties, which we're looking to bring in line with the rest of the city in terms of the waste collection frequency. So 74% of the properties affected have already opted in for a blue bin scheme, So the change there is that they will reduce their weekly black bin to a fortnightly black bin collection. We're proposing to communicate with all the affected residents about the change. And we've also engaged with the local ward councillors. So noted within the discussions were conversations around bins on streets and also ensuring communication takes place. But it was noted that all of the local ward councillors supported this change. There is a cost implication, and that's outlined in section 7 of the report. So that's £2,359.50, and that's a one-off cost. So that cost is for the blue bins for the properties who don't currently have the blue bin. And then it is also worth noting within the report on section 7.2 that because we're introducing dry recycling and reducing that black bin waste, that the disposal costs will reduce because the cost of disposing dry recycling is cheaper than black bin waste. So the change has a positive legal implication. It's in line with the expectations set out within the Environmental Protection Act 1990. And it also aligns us to meet any future requirements. And it's also got a positive legal climate implication, promoting recycling, reducing black bin waste, decreasing our carbon footprint and having an overall positive environmental impact.
Excellent.
And that's an outline of the report.
Thank you very much for that. Just on 7.2, do we know what sort of reduction in disposable costs we might have as a result of this change?
We haven't got any figures in relation to that at the minute. It should be a reduction. We've got quite a bit of confidence with how many
Yep.
blue bins are already in there, that we're hoping that the levels of contamination will be relatively good.
Yep.
So we won't have much contamination there. So we should see a reduction, but we've not got any figures.
Okay, it'd be helpful to just, if we can get some figures on that, that'd be really helpful.
Yeah.
Right, well, thank you very much. I think I am very pleased to see this because recycling is better for the environment and better for our costs than actually general waste disposal. And the more streets we can get back onto the general normal way of disposing of our waste, the better. And it's good to see that the people in these streets have already, 70% have already taken up the offer of optional offer of recycling dry waste as well. And hopefully, I'm also noting that the fact that the consult with the local councillors and all three councillors are supportive of this initiative and change. So on that basis, and because it fulfills our administration's priorities of increasing recycling and tackling our carbon footprint and waste being disposed properly, I am happy to support the recommendations as outlined in 2.1, 2.2 and 2.3 and look forward to the consultation with residents. And please keep me updated on how that goes. I think if we can get the other 22% to take on this initiative, we'll be moving in the right direction. So thank you very much, and I approve the recommendations. Thank you very much.
Yep.